Hey everybody, welcome to Comedy on Vinyl. This week we have Jeremy Guskin back in the hot seat? No. Back in the seat. Back on the futon. Because that's what we have here, a futon. And we're talking about Don Novello, obviously, a.k.a. Father Guido Sarducci's Breakfast in Heaven. It's one of Jeremy's favorite albums. It's a lot of fun. Don Novello's, he's well known for being a political satirist, a satirist in general, and this album just has a lot of fun with religion. So enjoy it, and also don't forget to like A Drinking Game on Facebook. I think you can even like Jeremy on Facebook. I believe he has a like page, so go like him there. And also check out A Drinking Game if you're here in Los Angeles. Jeremy and I are going to be in Beetlejuice coming up October 27th, Saturday here in Los Angeles at the Next Stage Theater. So thanks, and enjoy the episode. Hey everybody, it's time for Comedy on Vinyl. This episode, it's okay, you can take the record out.
I didn't want to make the crackling noises, and also maybe there's like a pause for a theme song.
Oh yeah, we do need to get a theme song put together. You want to write it right now? Or?
Yeah, I was thinking something kind of like this. You want to start?
Okay,
go.
It's time for Comedy on Vinyl.
Comedy on Vinyl.
It's time.
Really, time? No, I'm sorry, I'm not interrupting. Keep going.
I want to say time
it's working.
A few times.
I think it's working. We're recording, aren't we?
Repetition is comedy.
Good, we're recording. Keep going.
That's the rule.
I'll bang on something.
Okay. It's time for Comedy on Vinyl.
Comedy on Vinyl.
It's time for Comedy on Vinyl.
I'm harmonizing.
It's time for comedy.
No, you stay there.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to just keep going up. No.
If we do this for 45 minutes, there's the show.
Yeah, it's true. We could do it for 45 minutes.
I could do it for 45 minutes. I think that would be more of a torture device for anybody listening to it. Something for fun.
I like it, though.
Which is what it's supposed to be.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. We're doing Father Guido Sarducci's Breakfast in Heaven. Father Guido Sarducci, of course, also known as Don Novello. That's all you need to know.
That's his real name.
That's his real... That's not another alternate character name.
Father Guido Sarducci, for those of you who don't know, was popular in the late 70s, early mid-80s.
Yeah, this album's 86.
I still think he's popular, but Father Guido Sarducci is Italian, writes for L'Osservatore Romano in Vatican City, which is really sort of the, it's the paper.
Right.
It's the local paper there. They have a small circulation. L'Osservatore Romano. But he's been writing there for a while.
Yeah.
And this is his second album, is the one we're discussing today. This is one of my favorites when I was a kid. Yeah. It was actually the one I heard first, oddly enough, though. Breakfast in Heaven, which was 1986.
Yes.
His first one, I think, was 1981?
1980, according 1980? To this, yeah.
1980. Live at St. Douglas Convent, which was done for a audience of nuns. So all of his off-color stuff, and when he's just making fun of the religion itself, is remarkably funny because it's all this guilty laughter that just titters through the audience for the entire thing. Yeah. It's very uncomfortable, but very funny. This one I think is a little bit better. And for those of you who don't know either of those albums, if you are familiar with Gilda Radner's one-woman show that she did after or during or just right after a Saturday Night Live stint, Father Guido Sarducci, I believe, came out twice to do interstitial bits.
That I did not know.
To fill in while she changed costume.
That's amazing.
And
that's
he does
on the album?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's actually on the album, but it's on the video.
Oh, it's on the video, okay.
And there's a basketball hoop on a cross, and he actually sinks a shot at one point, and it's fantastic. But this is my favorite. I like this one a lot. Yeah. And I think basically one of the reasons I like it is because it reminds me of so many other things that I like comedically. And not to mention that the late 80s was the time where you kind of had to be you couldn't just be a comic, you had to have like a hook.
Sure.
There were lots of those who didn't do that, and you could finally, be a comedian as your hook when Seinfeld kind of proved that.
Right.
But everybody had a thing, like even we were discussing in the last one, Robin Williams, he was a lunatic and on coke, that was his thing.
Right.
Bobcat Goldthwait, who I just heard on The Moth, or no, not on The Moth, on Wait, Don't Tell Me, who's absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah, but he did that screech. His material is wonderful.
He says he can't do it anymore.
He can't. It's weird. He actually said that other people do him better than he does now, because you hear him do it and he's like, I'm yelling, and you're like, you sound like the Wicked Witch of the West. It's like, other people do it better. But yeah, his material is great. And he did write the Citizen Kane of alcoholic clown movies.
Right.
So,
This is what I've never seen it, but
which I bought at the Sony store, which I was buying at the Sony store when I met Mel Brooks.
Oh.
I was buying a pack of Wheel of Fortune playing cards and Shakes the Clown on DVD. Two fantastic purchases, which I love relating to a whole bunch of strangers on the radio, or on the computer there. But yes, that's what I was buying. I'd like to say it was something more impressive, but no, that's what I was buying when I met Mel Brooks.
That's awesome.
So yes. But this is a great album, and it just reminds me of a lot of good stuff.
I don't recall. I mean, I think I've just seen him primarily until now. Listening to this, just seen him on reruns of SNL.
Yep.
You know, so I know him as kind of a bit guy on other shows.
Yeah, and
which is actually kind of a cool thing to be able to cross platforms like that, for sure. You know?
And he was a great character, you know, and just it was so wonderfully sacrilegious, but you know, and he stuck with it. You know, he's Italian, stuck with the Italian thing, straight from Rome.
Yeah.
You know, mentions the Vatican, and you know, I mean, and he talks seriously about religion in the sense that he's not being crass about it, saying any of it's stupid. He's just saying, you know, maybe. I mean, like, again, probably my favorite bit on this is on this. I think it's saying it's on the second side. Is the missing commandments. And he's like, you know, Moses come down from the mountain when the God, you know, told him what the commandments are, and you know, and he sees these people worshiping a cow. So he get mad, he throws he breaks them, and then he tries to think them up again. And again, he takes the reality of the bit and makes it perfect, and he says, you know, Moses was old, he was cranky, he was in his 90s, you know, so all he can remember are the, you know, the negative ones. Don't do this, don't do that, thou shalt not this, thou shalt not that. But, you know, most of the other commandments were more like a device. And, you know, and he just lets that land, and it's a great pause. And then he's like one of my favorite commandments was, wait a half hour after eating before you go swimming. You know, you just thought that was some good advice that your mom told you, but it's a commandment, you know, I mean, and he just starts going with things. You can eat chicken with your fingers, you know, like that's a commandment. You know, I think that's, you know, and those are the great ones. And like the bit goes on, and it's just really funny, and he comes back to it at the end in the Q&A. But, you know, like those are the things I thought he was really good at, because he's able to bridge that religious world to the pop culture world incredibly well. And then, you know, and we just actually, for those of you who weren't sitting in the room with us, we just watched Father Guido Sarducci on the Colbert Report, which was stuff from this year or 2 years ago?
2010.
2010, so this is 2 years ago. And it's great. It's just, what, a 2-minute, 3-minute bit?
Yeah, just trashing
And he does
Glenn Beck.
he's trashing Glenn Beck, and he just does some really funny stuff.
Yeah, gets to use his position as a fake representative of the Vatican, which is fucking amazing.
Right, and it's just, it's so great, you know, because the Vatican and just, you know, the religious secular world it's just one of those things that most people don't know anything about. And even if you don't know a little bit about it, you don't know everything about it.
Sure.
You know, like I took a trip to Rome once. I was in Italy, and I'm walking around the Vatican. I was amazed. It's like walking around Hogwarts. You know, like everybody looks like a wizard. You know, they have these amazingly, and everybody's got a different hat. You know, and this one's got a pom-pom off to the side, and this one's got 5 points, this one's got 4, this one's got a regular suit, this one's got a robe, you know, this one's got a fucking, you know, a stick with a gem in it, you know, looks like the, you know, Indiana Jones.
Awesome.
So you don't know, and you walk in, and like, and here's something that's really religious, next to something that's incredibly creepy, you know, it's like, here's an entire skeleton made out of silver. Well, that's horrific. Yeah, but it's all right, because it actually has real bones in it. Well, that makes it even worse. You know what I mean? And like, and here's, and all of these things are protected, and everything's important, and there's hidden meaning and everything. It's you know, again, religion is wonderful, even if it's just to give horror movies and adventure movies stuff to keep going back to.
Yeah. You know? It's true. And for somebody who didn't grow up even remotely religious, my parents stopped taking me to church when I started swearing out loud as a baby. So, but they weren't religious to begin with anyway. So, like, once we stopped, they're like, oh, that's fine, we don't have to go now. You know, like once they started swearing, they're like, good, we don't have to
Good,
go.
we're done.
But I always have loved listening to people talk about religion and comedy because it fascinates me.
It's amazing. Well, it's one of those things. It's so closely related. You know, it's like that misery, and you know, it goes along with the comedy thing.
Right.
It's, you know, and religious, and it's why Colbert and Stewart are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's it. You know, you got one with the Catholic upbringing, got one with the Jewish upbringing.
Yep.
What do they like? The same. They pretty much think the same way.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you know, it really, and it's great because they have their own. They all have their own particular miseries.
And one of them's not religious. Jon Stewart's admittedly not a religious guy.
No, but I mean,
Colbert
but he was raised
for
you know?
sure. But I mean, you know, now I
Right,
mean,
and Colbert is still
very-
you know goes to church all the time.
Teaches
It's-
Sunday school.
and it's part of it. But it's an important part of his life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and again, it's not the thing he pimps. It's
Sure.
for him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's not there to proselytize and everything else. There are other people who do it better.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, and still, you don't need religion to grow up with enough guilt to try to be funny, at least.
Right.
You know,
Well, I mean,
I grew up
there's-
without it, and I grew up just with enough guilt on, you know, just in my family.
Man, I
It's
think
just how it goes.
Jews do guilt. You do shame.
Yeah. Okay.
Little different.
Yeah. Okay. That could
It's
be true.
again very close.
Could be true, yeah.
Shame and guilt. Mm-hmm. Shame is oh I should have done this. Guilt is your mother going you should have done this.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's true. That is true. You're right. Yeah.
That's all. I mean, and again, this is from being a religion, studying religion in college.
Sure.
I got this idea about insurance. You know how it works? Life insurance? It's all based on how old you are and how much longer you have to go. And right now, they got these statistics, right? They got it all worked out. Man lives to be like 74.2 on the average. Woman, 78. And I got this idea. Say a little girl, 1 year old. Instead of having one lousy candle on the cake, what you do is you have 77 candles on the cake. See, because this is how much longer she has to go. Then every year, you have one less. You see what this does? It gives all of us a goal to clean the cake. And then when the cake is clean, this means like you've beat the insurance companies.
But again, it's funny. It's funny. Religion is funny. It's
Yes,
funny.
it is.
I built a boat that has two of every animal on it. Sure you did. Why not? Of course. I went and didn't eat anything in the forest for 40 years. Of course you did.
Right.
It's like 40 minutes. 40 years, 40 minutes.
Oh, yes,
Why
right.
couldn't
He tells
you do
that
it?
story on here.
Exactly.
It's fucking great.
But I mean, but again, he takes the reality of it, and he doesn't, belittle anyone's faith. He
Right.
just takes some of the other things. It's just like, somebody asked him in the Q&A at the end. It's like, what's your favorite sin? And he's like, you could eat chicken with your fingers. He doesn't
Yeah.
go back to one of the original. He goes
Right.
to his, and he goes, no. You know what my favorite one is? Original sin. Because you get to make it up. You get to make it up yourself. Original sin. That's the best sin.
I like that. That's fucking
You
good.
know, so...
He's not like a David Steinberg, who David Steinberg's just taking the piss out of the Bible and pretending to,
Right.
which is fine, and it was great for its time.
And you can make fun of religion all you want,
Yes.
even though I always thought it was redundant because it always doing it itself.
Yeah. If you've got a certain perspective, that's always going to be funny to you.
Yeah, and I mean, and not to say that I have to believe everything that I see, but I
sure.
live in a world that I think that there is something that they're like grand design, and I've studied chaos theory mathematics, and I see the pattern. There's something out there
Right.
that puts it all together.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it's a man on a cloud with a beard, I think that's a little silly.
Yeah.
Because.
It's a little weird to apply our limitations.
Right,
to that.
I'd like to think it's something maybe I can't grasp.
Yeah.
I think if I saw God, I would probably be like, my head would explode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to go.
all it is.
Yeah.
So, it's something totally outside my realm. It's a color that I haven't experienced yet, and a smell that doesn't register on a regular scent.
Right.
Or something bizarre. What's another good, trying to come up with
I find it interesting that he's from Ohio, and I don't know why. Ohio I don't associate with anything funny, other than just being Ohio.
Oh, come on.
What?
There's got to be some funny, famous people
Drew
come
Carey.
from Ohio.
Drew
See,
Carey.
There you go.
Don't get me
Cleveland.
wrong.
Whoosh.
Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with people
Perfect.
from Ohio. I just did not peg him as being an Ohio.
No, because you peg him as being Italian.
That is true.
I mean, even in that movie...
I've never seen him as himself.
Because he doesn't ever play himself. What's that movie where, 80s Judd Judge Reinhold.
Okay.
And it's some, like, you know, sleaziness in corporate America type of movie.
Okay.
Like, how to get ahead in business or something. Oh, God. He plays the young guy. It's got to be mid-'80s.
Is it Beverly Hills Cop?
No. It's probably maybe after Beverly Hills Cop, but before Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like that.
I'm going to just name every movie he was in.
I'm just going to try. I don't remember what it is. But,
Booker.
But he played... No.
Roadhouse 66.
No.
Head Office.
No.
Love Struck.
No.
Offbeat. Ruthless People. Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Head Office? Maybe that was
There's something called Head Office.
Maybe that was it.
Where'd it go? Head Office. He plays Jack Issel. This is 1985.
Yeah, maybe that is it.
It's directed and written by Ken Finkelman. Does that help you?
Let me see the poster.
Upon graduation from college with a business degree.
Yep, that's
John
it.
Issel. Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So go down there and you'll see Don's name. This is
Don Novello.
IMDb, boys and girls, for those of you. Right? So he
Plays Sal.
He plays Sal, who's just the he's the chauffeur. But he's one of the parts I remember the best because he's playing Sarducci, but as like the limo driver.
Okay.
You know, so like he's trying to like come on to the girls, so it's like, wanna sit in the limo? You know? It's all leather back there. Come on. I got some Julio Iglesias tapes. And so then eventually the car is ruined, you know, because all he does is wash the car and the car is ruined. All I can remember, the only line I remember from the whole movie is, my tapes, my Julio Iglesias tapes, ruined! That's it. The only line I remember is his line.
Wow.
Yeah, can you believe that one? I haven't seen that movie since I saw it in the movie theater or wherever it was that I saw it. Probably on HBO at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, but he's great. Yeah, Don Novello he's just brilliant. I just love his characterization. And like Sarducci was brilliant because he stuck to it. It was a great character. It was eminently easy to believe.
Yes.
And he was able to poke fun at all this stupid stuff. Like, even when he's making fun of Reagan.
Yes. Oh.
It's like, don't know how to tell you this, Mr. and Mrs. Reagan, but it's a neck. Giving birth to an 8-pound, 6-inch neck. And I don't know where you're going to find it's a neck. You know, it goes to the cigar store. Do you have any it's a neck? You know, and eventually the thing had buds because a man popped out of it. You know, I mean, it's just it's so funny. You know, the birth control thing.
Yeah.
Birth control for dogs. You know, it's like, well, if it's not okay for people, how's it okay for dogs? You know, and it's a great question, and they're just stupid, basic, simple questions. And I love how he wraps it all up in this ridiculous newspaper at the Vatican.
Yeah.
And again, brilliant. Nobody knows what goes on in the Vatican. Nobody knows.
Right, so it's very
you can
easy
make
to
up
pretend.
anything.
That's
Yeah, it's
perfect.
great.
Yeah. Is oh, okay, and there's a thing on the back too that's supposed to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, if this is, I think this is the promo edition.
This is a
that you've got,
promo
'cause the one
version.
I
This is
had
missing 2
actually
tracks.
has this art,
That's
and
the
it's Breakfast in
actual-
Heaven, written very nice, and it's just him with all of his things that he's lost. Cause
That version of the album is almost impossible to find.
which is weird because that was the one that I had. But yeah, it's him with the giant fruit all around him, and he's carrying a box of all of his stuff that he lost during his life. He's like, makes me want to buy a Maserati, have it stolen. You know?
Oh, that's right. He says when you die,
when
you get everything back that you lost.
Right, and that's one of the things that I love is because in Carlin's album, 15 years earlier, he says the same thing. It's like when you get back to heaven, it's like you get all the things that you ever lost. Right. You know, it's like here you go, 89,000 ballpoint pens, 4,200 wallets, no cash. It's just like Earth. They keep it as a religious donation. You know,
that's brilliant. Do you think? I don't know. I've never heard of there being any crazy uproar over the character. I mean, there had to have been some people who weren't happy, but
to be honest with you, in fact, it was exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
By the time he did his first album, and he had already done the Saturday Night Live stuff and everything else for at least 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He did it at a convent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what he did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think there was any uprising like, oh, boo Sarducci. I think it was more, wow, like people actually kind of buying the fact that he might be from the Vatican. And it's like, he never did anything bad for Catholicism.
Sure. Okay, that's reasonable.
In fact, he almost made it seem more cool. Mm-hmm. You know, like he did it on Colbert. You know, like instead of like the black suit, he's got zebra.
Amazing.
You know, it's like it's black and white, but it's still at the collar. I didn't even realize it's all lined with the zebra too. It's fantastic, but he's still got the cardinal hat on.
Yep.
You know,
it's true. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Or no, it's a preset, isn't it?
It's something like that. I
don't think it's got to be higher than just father. But
I think it's supposed to.
Priest, but not a cardinal. Cardinal's a little more innate.
What's the difference between the two albums? I mean, other than material.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Do they feel different?
Yeah, well, this one's at Breakfast in Heaven is at Notre Dame University.
Oh, right.
And he does a great bit on that.
Which is weird, because this doesn't have that on it.
Because, I've heard so much about it, and I know about the Hunchback. And now that I've been here, it's amazing to see the tower where I climb. It's fantastic. And,
Shit.
And he just goes right into it, and everybody's laughing their asses off. And then he goes into Reagan.
Right.
It's just like, and he graduated from here. It's like, it's amazing. First he was, football star, then a movie star, then a senator, then the senator of California. Or no, then the governor of California, then president of the United States. What's next? Maybe Pope. And then, which is funny, but then he does Gipper 1. It's like not Pope Gipper the First, just Gipper 1. He's like that's how they do it. Pope, John 4, Paul 12, Gipper 1.
That's fucking good.
Yeah, but again, he does it really well, and he's obviously. You can tell what his political slant is.
Sure. And
yet he could do this anywhere, and I think people embraced it. And, you got to give that to him. It's incredibly brilliant to come up, and again, I think that's on a level with Colbert, to be able to talk to the people you're literally making fun of and have them not get it.
Right.
And not willfully and not in a malicious way, just like, this is what I think, but I'm wrapping it up in this to try and, get a little bit of a different reaction, different audience, whatever it is, and to do it so well. Yeah. I think he was one of the first to do it. Here's something that's under the guise of being religious, but it was anything but.
Mm-hmm. You would think that would be the most suspicious thing, but apparently it's not to some people who are just completely unaware.
Well, and also when you do it well.
For sure.
I think if you commit to it and you have a character that's believable and the time is right and the medium is correct.
Yeah.
I mean, when Sarducci came out, it almost looked like it was a counterpoint to the godlessness of what was going on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you had to realize that no, it all comes from the same damn place. Comedy Central. Well, liberals like Daily Show and conservatives like Colbert. No, they're both on Comedy Central for a reason.
Right. Yeah.
They're produced by the same people for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So,
People seem to learn their lesson with Colbert. I feel like...
Yeah, it took what? It took a long time.
For sure.
And still some people don't.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't done another press dinner since then, right? I mean, they don't tend not to bring them. Even with Obama, he's not gone. Because why?
Well... And Obama has his pick of the litter. He can pick anybody he wants.
For sure.
And he made it to sound like Central America was going to attack you tomorrow. It was so heavy. And the best part, he looked straight at the camera and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, Central America is closer to Texas than Texas is to the state of Maine." I'm shaking in my boots. Like, hey, let's get out the globe and check it ourselves. So you get the globe, you go Central America, Texas, Maine. God damn, it is closer. Look. Look at that, it is closer. Whole idea of a speech was your neighbors are just too darn close to you. So, what I was thinking, if I was Ronald Reagan, I wouldn't be so upset Central America. I would be afraid of Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, I look it up myself. Canada is closer to the United States than South Bend is to Mishawaka. Look it up yourself.
I don't. Does he? I mean, I guess he can trot this character out whenever he wants to, which is kind of nice, and that it will just keep going. That character can keep going as long as that religion's still there.
And that's the thing. You pick something as entrenched as Catholicism and the Vatican. Mm-hmm. He's got material for weeks and years, and he can bring that thing back and just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
After the next sex scandal. All right, guys, want to talk about something that's on everybody's mind, and that's something I want to talk about.
Right.
But I don't know. Now he's sounding like Jose Jimenez. But I mean, if you're kind of like, we're not paying for Girl Scout cookies. I mean, like if he could do it. He could do a 20-minute apology for Girl Scout cookies that's really just a guise for, no, you can't protect people who molest children. Right. Doesn't matter where they're from.
Right.
Or what their reason was. It's not right. There's a reason why prisoners kill child molesters in prison. Because there's some things that even evil people think is too evil for them.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So, child molesting, check that off the list.
Child molesting, bad. Listening to Father Guido Sarducci,
good.
Good.
Very good.
And now there's the thing we've learned today.
That's
and now we can have some fun.
All right.
Coke Zero, boys and girls. Don't drink it. It's bad for you.
It is bad for you, to be fair.
But it has Universal Studios and Bumblebee on the back.
Oh, look at that.
Yes,
I can,
collect them all.
Let's call it Segway, folks.
No, a Segway is one of those...
We're about to talk about Transformers.
Yes, if a Transformer was a Segway, he'd be the worst Transformer ever.
It's so true.
No, it's Stickman! Giant round feet and just a stick body.
Michael Bay would make him a big, like, flaming homosexual stereotype,
or
he
just,
did with those two fucking
or
racist
bulimic.
ones.
Yeah,
yes,
bulimic.
You're right, bulimic.
Yeah.
He'd be spewing out oil.
Right.
Yeah.
Or batteries or whatever
batteries.
Segway runs on.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what I don't
why
know.
would it be oil?
I don't know.
Where's my brain going?
That's all right.
So, Michael Bay, Transformers, check. Okay. I just want to make sure we cover everything today. So wait, when did you... was this one that your dad gave to you?
This was something that I actually got like almost
on your own?
immediately, because 86.
Yeah.
I was in that prime actually understanding comedy time, because my dad had been showing me Flying Circus and Faulty Towers and Marx Brothers and Keaton and Chaplin for years and years and years, since I was about 6 years old. But this was in the point where I was starting to get the adult stuff.
Yeah.
And it was all starting to click, and I was actually getting things at this point.
Yeah.
So I think, very soon after this, I had actually gone to see a one-man show called, I think it was The World According to Me, with a comedian who was popular years before, but was out of the loop due to whatever it was, but his name just went right in my head. Jackie Mason.
Oh, right.
So Jackie Mason's show, and we're standing there in line to get into the show, and I'm about 12 years old, and my father couldn't go, and she's like, well, you like comedy, you'll come with me, your brother's too young, so I went with her, and we're standing there in line to get in, and I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, I don't know who this is. Who is this? And she goes, it's Jackie Mason. And I was like, Mom, it's not doing it for me. I don't know who this is. She goes, he was really big on the Ed Sullivan Show. You remember he did comedy on the Ed Sullivan Show. I'm like, Mom, I don't know who you think I am. I'm your son. I don't know anybody from the Ed Sullivan Show. It was canceled a long time ago. Like, the Ed Sullivan, and that's all she could come with, the Ed Sullivan Show. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And we sat there in the audience, and I got everything. And she, even there were 1 or 2 points, she was like, wait, I don't get it. I'm like, because of this and this and then that, and then the Jews. Oh, I get it now, right? And it's funny. So yeah, it was just, and this was that prime, moment, and I think this was like in that moment, 12 years old, where I was just ravenous for anything.
Yeah.
I just found the Firesign Theater as well, so it was just like you could come at me from any angle. If it was a comedy album, I wanted to hear it. I was listening to everything I could get my hands on, and it was everything, from Eddie Murphy to this to that, and it was all coming at you. It was awesome. Such a good time to be a comedy fan, and and you didn't need all that much money. You just needed enough to get a couple of them, because a couple of your other friends would have this, or they'd have Andrew Dice Clay on tape, or whatever it was. So within like that 86 to 89, with cassette tapes and being able to dub stuff, and just go, and because comedy albums just didn't cost as much, also. God. It was great. There was just so much to go get, and then all those Saturday Night Live people are coming out and doing things, and just stand-up people who are releasing stuff as well.
I feel like at the same time I was missing out. I was a bit younger, but I was still missing out because I was overseas at the time, so I was missing out we're like a year or two behind it.
Right. Well, yeah. That's
You
I mean,
know?
and it's also one of the good things about growing up in New York is that I
Right.
go down to Tower Records and there was everything. There was
Right.
like, this is out already. I was like, I forgot who this was, or I just saw so and so mention this, and
God,
then there
that's
it
so
was,
amazing.
or heaven forbid you found something that nobody knew anything about. You
Sure.
buy it and go, well, I'm so far ahead of the curve.
Sure,
Or
like-
I found the most horrible thing that nobody wanted.
Like Zero Mostel sings songs.
Well, no, I'd been happy to find that, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't even gone near it because it looked old.
Yeah,
It's like you want something that looked like the new edition.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, it's shiny with a font. I love it.
Do you think it's important for something like this to be with a theme, maybe adult, but that the content of it seems safe and it's safe. It's a little old timey. Some of the humor,
Because also, I think that's because the character and everything
For
else.
sure.
He's picked somebody that doesn't have to swear.
Right.
He's picked something that it can be just those mundane things about. And when you're griping about the Bible, you don't drop a lot of f-bombs.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking.
Like motherfucking Pharaoh come up in this motherfucker, I'll slap that bitch ass in the face. Red Sea me. Whatever. It's like you don't. Like if you're gonna poke holes in religion, you're gonna come at it from a pragmatic way because it's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
It's like how old was Noah? 900. Good for him.
Yeah, right.
That lunar calendar is crazy. I don't know what that translates into, but that's still pretty old. I mean, again, it's like Cosby doing it. It's like Carlin doing it. And when Carlin pokes holes in religion, he very rarely swears.
Yeah.
He saves swearing for his street stuff, for, his idiots.
Yeah.
When he's making fun of idiots, that's when he drops them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you don't hear him do a lot of that.
But it's very sort of simple, safe, what you might hear a religious person do. Except that the content, the theme of it is, more, there's a word that my brain's not fucking working.
I don't know.
Under the surface, he's getting under.
Subsumed, which
Let's
is
just-
not a word, but I like that because I think Eddie Izzard used that one.
Subcutaneous.
Yeah,
Let's say
that's
subcutaneous.
Right.
That's the word.
Subtle.
Yeah, sure.
That has sub in it. Yes.
Subtle.
Yes.
Like the bee in subtle.
And there's the grammar lesson for today. See, we learn something every day on Comedy on Vinyl.
We certainly do.
And it can't be the same thing like don't listen to Comedy on Vinyl every week. It has to be something else.
Yeah, right.
So it's mathematics or grammar or how to build a chair.
Did you listen to anything else as a result of this? I mean, did this make you seek him out?
Yeah, well, I went and got his live at
First one.
the live at the convent one. So I listened to that, which I liked.
Yeah.
And again, it's kind of cute and awkward in its own weird way, but I still like this one better.
It's just weird to stop after 2. I mean, he did 2 more later, but not until about 10 years ago.
Yeah. And they're a little bit different in just the tone and everything else. But I mean, again, he didn't have to push it. He felt like this was the time to do this. This is the material, and maybe this didn't get the return on it that he expected.
Right.
So it's instead of trying to push and keep going and turn it into something that becomes a caricature of itself.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you that as much as I love what Tyler Perry does, I hate Medea.
Yeah.
I think it is one of the worst characterized comedic personas I have ever seen in my life. First time I saw it, I actually went, this is like a 11-year-old, a gawky 11-year-old dressing up in his mom's dress.
Yeah.
And putting on a bad wig and can't even do a voice or anything else.
No.
It's just trying to repeat things. It was awkward and the audience hated it.
Really?
Hated it. All black audience hated it. They were screaming at him. You suck. It was, oh yeah. It was just terrible. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, this is just awful. And then when I saw it get popular, I'm like, it gotta be something else. He must have changed it a little bit.
Right.
I'm like, no, it's still just
Exactly
as bad.
the same, yeah.
It still just looks awful.
But he can keep releasing them because it's his own studio and he's got.
But again, he's brilliant. He's brilliant.
Sure.
My uncle loves his movies.
Yeah.
And anybody, and he's making something that nobody else is doing. I think he's absolute genius, and I wish him all the luck in the world. I'd love to be in one of his movies.
Right.
I don't like them very much, but I'd love to be in one.
So Tyler Perry, if you're listening, Jeremy Guskin would like to be in Medea Goes to the Zoo. Medea.
Really? That's the next
all
one?
I've got. Medea
Let me
Christmas.
play Eugene Levy's son in the next one you use him in.
Oh, that would be amazing. Can you grow your eyebrows out that far? I guess that's what prosthetics are for.
Exactly. That's why we have makeup and CG.
Can you do a Eugene Levy impression? Because I would
Sure.
love to hear Eugene Levy.
Are you kidding me? I do. I do every line from, oh crap, what's the one? Him and Candy, where they're the security guards. Oh crap,
shit.
what just went right out of my head? Ow! It's okay, I can read lips. Hey, I think I lost my penis. Did you see it? I think it's over there by the cocktail winners. Stupidest bit ever. But Eugene Levy's face, when they cut back to the two of them, and he's just looking daggers into John Candy, it's just, the two of them together are just too damn funny. And Meg Ryan is cute as a button in it.
Yeah.
And Robert Loggia, very scary as always as the bad guy.
He's a creepy guy.
He's the heavy. Yeah, man, he's funny.
But you can't remember the name of the movie.
I can't remember the name of the movie.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
I just named half the damn cast, and I can't remember the name of it.
Splash.
No, it is not Splash, even though, yes, both Eugene Levy and...
That's where my brain goes.
And John Candy are in that.
And Daryl Hannah.
And Daryl Hannah, but she is not in
Comedic genius Daryl Hannah.
Yes. Apparently that lobster was full of mashed potatoes, because she's a vegetarian.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
There you go.
How did they do that? Must have taken them a while to feed it all those mashed potatoes.
Yes. Well, I think it's just you just stuff it in there and you're good to go.
Oh.
Stuff it in there. Splash. Now on Blu-ray. Actually, I don't think it is.
It might be.
Who knows?
Nobody knows.
He went to the mountain. He got these 2 tablets with commandments on them. He came down to his town or whatever, and he found these people there. They was worshiping a cow, something like that. And he was so mad, he threw down the tablets, broke them. Then what he did was, he tried to remember them, make them up again. And Moses, was an old man. He was in his 90s. He was grumpy. He had a chip on his shoulder because of the cow incident. And all he remembered was the negative ones. Don't do this, don't do that. Thou shalt not this, thou shalt not that. But a lot of the commandments he forgot were more like advice. They were nice things, like for instance, the 11th commandment. Wait a half hour after eating before you go swimming.
I was going to segue actually in building something out of nothing. It's one of my favorite stupid bits on this. It's like how to build an emergency umbrella when all you have is a stick, a hula hoop, and a plastic garbage bag. So, if you're trapped in the rain, because he writes that for the paper. If you're stuck out in the rain and you don't have an umbrella, but you do have a stick, a hula hoop, plastic garbage bag, you'll be all right.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's pretty funny. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I always wanted to see more of his stuff. I liked him as an actor. I liked him as this character, and as like I said before in that stupid movie, I liked him as the same character, but just as the limo driver.
It's weird that you don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's an example you can think of, but
Chico.
he's a guy who's written. Yes,
Chico Marx. Because
exactly.
you never heard that voice since Chico, and to get away with
true.
that bad Italian.
Yeah, see, that was one of the things I wanted to bring up.
So good.
He can because he's Italian, but he's allowed. But
and he's great.
Sure. I don't think you could do a character like that if you weren't.
Oh, sure, I could do it.
Well,
I'll work on it.
Okay.
I'll just add a vowel to my last name, the last letter.
Yeah, and people will buy it. That's true. I mean,
that's
true. All the Marx Brothers are Jewish. They got away with it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's a different time.
Totally different time.
Different time.
They wore blackface in one of their later movies.
Did
for
they?
Crimini's sake.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Day at the Races, when they try to, after the big Negro song and dance number.
That's right.
Yeah, after Blow That Horn
that movie doesn't
All God's Chillin' got, what was it?
All God's Children Got Guns is in Duck Soup.
No.
Wait,
no.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no, that's what I was. No, but it's Gabriel Blow That Horn and something else. But after that one, to escape after literally the line, the chef Not kidding. After that one,
God.
and with his eyes bugging out, the Marx Brothers decide to escape by rubbing axle grease on their face underneath the cart that they're hiding in. So Groucho takes 2 seconds because he's only got to fill in around the mustache and the eyebrows. Chico, he does it, and then it's hysterical because Harpo does it, and they're all walking out. So they're all walking from, I think it's camera left to right, and they're all in blackface, and then they turn around and you see Harpo's only done half of his face. So when he turns around, he's perfectly white, and when he's walking to the left, he's black.
Holy shit.
So yeah, it's really awful, but
yeah. I've got a couple things here. It says that he wrote for the Smothers Brothers show, but that's not the Comedy Hour.
No, Don Novello.
This says
that was after.
75.
Yeah, it was after.
Okay, which is weird to me because if he wrote for anything Smothers Brothers related, it would have to have been. Yeah, see, I don't know about that, but I am also realizing because they did a Smothers Brothers had a sitcom for a season,
half a season.
Yeah, well, one of them was an angel, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it was horrible. But I'd forgotten. He's the narrator of the Pinocchio episode of Fairy Tale Theater, Shelley Duvall's Fairy Tale Theater, starring Paul Rubens as Pinocchio.
Nice.
I grew up watching that. It's a creepy fucking thing.
Well, Paul Rubens is a creepy guy.
Yeah,
that's why he's awesome.
Him as Pinocchio is. It's still basically the same
well,
voice.
Yes, he had. I mean, he had a few characters that were all basically the same. I mean, the cheeseburger guy from, what was it, Nice Dreams, or
yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But he also wrote a book. He wrote a satire book. A political satire book. It's just weird. Like, he was doing like a little bit of everything that Colbert did, but back then.
Yeah.
You know. And you didn't find a lot of people really spreading their wings in the same way, because you don't necessarily think of this as political of satire.
Because it is. I mean, it is. He mentions Reagan.
Biting.
Right. He's coming at it from a really, really easy, simple place where you can understand it. And again, I think the character is genius. He's able to broach so many subjects and make it permissible.
Okay, so this
like even the stupid line that he goes like, well, or somebody asks him questions like, well, what's the best thing you've heard in confessional? And he goes, that's sacred. We're not allowed to tell people. Mm-hmm. I can sell you the tapes.
That's good. Okay, so the book that I found the other day, I actually probably should have bought.
Yeah.
Because you know what? He wrote more later on. But he wrote a book in the 70s, and that got Lorne Michaels' attention. That's what got him on SNL.
Yeah.
It was letters to celebrities written in character, which apparently he'd actually written and sent to people, which is amazing to me. Like, that's an experiment, an art experiment that, again...
Like, what do you mean? What did he do?
I'm just going to go off of Wikipedia. We did this in the last episode. Now it's time for the Wikipedia section. Jeremy,
Bing! Boys and girls, Wikipedia, take it with a grain of salt. Thank you.
All right, so in the 70s, he started to write letters to famous people under the pen name of Laszlo Toth. And the letters, designed to tweak the noses of politicians and corporations, were full of deliberate misstatements of fact and inside jokes. Many of these letters received serious responses, and he later published that book. And a bunch of different ones, actually. The Laszlo letters, Citizen Laszlo, which is the one that I found in a book the other day, and then From Bush to Bush, the Laszlo Toth letters. So the idea that he would still go through... that he would just keep writing these letters and that no one would catch on, and that would get my attention too, I guess.
Yes.
Why would you not want to hire a guy with those kinds of...
Especially his writing was obviously effective.
Right, of course.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding right there.
Mm-hmm.
Built-in audience.
So, Jeremy.
Yes.
If you're going to tell people why to listen to this...
It's great. It's effortless listening. You know what I mean? It's not rapid fire, come at you every 40 seconds with a hysterical joke. It's not Stephen Wright. It's not Robin Williams. It's not... I mean, as close as it might be to George Carlin, it's not any of that. It comes out of all of that.
Right.
But one of the reasons I love it is it's one of those few people who's doing comedy in character, but he could have done this material straight and it would have worked. Same thing with Bobcat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't need the accent, didn't need the vestments, didn't need the trappings and everything else, and it works. The best part about this is with the character, it ceases to be just stand-up, and it becomes something totally different. it's a mock lecture.
Right.
You know,
right.
it's a mock Q&A. It is
Yeah.
a mock sermon. It's whatever you want to put on it. You know, it's what Spinal Tap is to a real it's a mockumentary to a documentary.
Sure.
It's, you know, and it becomes something great. And
true.
the material is just as good. Now, of course, you know, being of the 80s, the Reagan stuff probably won't fly as much for a younger audience out there.
Maybe.
But still very funny.
Yeah. Just replace Bush with Reagan. It's
yeah, no, the neck thing won't work
that's
as
true.
well.
That is true. Yes. There's some specifics.
But yeah, but there's some. But most of the other stuff, because I was just listening to it again, it's wonderful. You know, it holds up so well, and it's just dumb. You know,
Right.
the zippity doodah thing at the
Makes
beginning.
no
It's like all you have
fucking
to do is know the stupid song,
Yep.
and it's funny.
Yeah.
The 100 bottles of beer on the wall is funny. The happy birthday, the clean cake people. You know, so it's like, and it's just so great because it's such a young person thing to get mad at, but when you do it as an adult, it's funny.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's like, whose birthday is it? And somebody raises their hand. It's like, we'll sing happy birthday. I think people hate that. You know, it's like, are you gonna get cake with the candles? I think people hate that. You know, it's like the only people who like that are little kids. And they hardly get any. You know, and he turns it into this great thing about beating the insurance companies.
Right.
And you start out with 78 candles, and then you slowly work back, and then you clean the cake.
Yeah.
It gives everybody a goal, you know? And then, taking the war on Canada, the war on Central
That was pretty
America,
good,
and
yeah.
like the 1992 thing, even though it's dated, I still think it was funny.
Yeah.
The Cinquecentennial, and Chrysler's going to come out with 3 new cars, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. And the people he brings up are still topical.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
Yeah.
You know, I just think it works, and I love his vision of heaven. I think it's just so funny and just so wonderfully, stupidly mundane.
Yeah.
You know?
There's something about a character like that where he can do that stuff that is non-religious, but you're constantly reminded of the fact that something's coming.
Yeah.
You know, by simply looking at the man or listening to the man in this case, something else is coming. So
Yeah.
that keeps you listening. I
And
think.
you know it's
that
not
kind
even
of
going to be...
character.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't even have to be some amazing hook. It can
Right.
just be some little thing.
It's not
You
like
know?
Dice. Where Dice,
Yeah, where it's-
Dice is just, you know.
The punch. He
Yeah.
wants you to get the groan and the nasty laugh.
And he keeps doing it, and he doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily build in the same way. And he doesn't he doesn't take little side adventures like he's doing, which is straight stand-up, like you said, but in character.
Right.
In the voice. And I think there's a skill to that.
Oh yeah, and one of the other things, one of the best pieces of writing, I think, actually in this is how he's able to put together the medley of a beetle of tunes.
Yes, that is pretty fucking brilliant.
Medley of a beetle of tunes is one of my favorite things because the way he puts it together and how he actually goes in with the accent,
Yeah.
in character. We don't want a revolution, no. And he'll go on the within a lyric to the neck, you know, like, and just, it's great. It's just, it's a great, and only a Beatle fan could do that, so that also makes me like him more, too. But yeah, if you have to listen to one of the albums, either the Live at the Convent or this one, I say this one, just because I think it's easier to listen to if you don't know him. Plus, I just think the other one's a little bit more of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's all. I think they're both great
Yeah.
and definitely accessible to everybody.
So, good satire.
Oh yeah.
Good character work.
Great character stuff. Probably some of the best. You know, I
Yeah.
think all the ones that came in the late 80s were just shadows of this stuff.
For sure.
You know, anybody who had to try with their wacky stand-up character, you know, it's Guido Sarducci had it.
Yeah.
That was it.
All right, everybody. So listen to this album. Buy this album.
It's a good one. It's very good. I mean, and to be honest with you, and I love Don Novello, but, you know, Father Guido Sarducci could really use a renaissance right now.
For sure.
I'd love to see him up beside Tutu. Talking about anything, you know?
Be amazing.
Because Father Guido Sarducci's voice could be very prevalent right now, I think. You know, especially with, talk about a Christian nation. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be great.
I know. I'm actually surprised to not see it.
Yeah, I think it's, obviously, he feels, like the fact that he went in Colbert is big.
Right.
'Cause you don't see him throwing himself out there for a lot of stuff, so
No.
he's obviously doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
So that was great. Maybe we'll see him pop up again. It's an election year.
It'd be nice, because it's like there are guys like Tom Lehrer who just said, they're already doing it for me. I don't need to bother.
I don't know. Yeah, they just don't need to work on the comedy.
But then there's a guy like this who apparently still has it. That's
Yeah,
good.
he's
He's not an old man, but you know what I'm saying. People hit a point and people don't expect anything from
No.
him anymore. He's obviously still got it. Look up that clip. I'll put a link on the website, but that's just fucking brilliant.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I swore again.
No, potty mouth. Don't work blue.
I'm in
Father
trouble. I'm
does.
so sorry. All right, everybody.
Yes.
Listen to the album. Jeremy, I know we just recorded an album earlier today. You have anything you want to plug?
What would I like to plug? Since this is going to come out second, this is the
Yeah,
album?
yeah,
All right,
in a couple weeks now.
The second means nothing to any of you people.
Yep.
I would like to plug something I'm going to be on in the future.
Yes.
I am going to be appearing on the side of the 101 freeway. Dressed in a slipcover for a couch.
Oh, I like that. Is that
I'll be
specific design? Or?
I'll be performing an original work.
Oh.
It's something I'm working on while I'm drinking heavily.
Where can we get tickets?
With a couch cover on me.
Where can we get tickets for this?
You don't need tickets.
No?
No, you'll probably get a ticket if you stop.
Oh,
so just, try to get loop on and off. Come on and off. Find the exit and then just loop.
Don't walk, because you'll get hit.
Yeah.
It'll be dangerous.
You'll get a ticket. I fully intend on being pulled out of there.
Okay. We'll be able to buy this on DVD?
No, maybe a shaky YouTube video at some point.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's good. So no website for that?
No.
Jeremy, is there a jeremyguskin.com? Because I know I said that earlier as a joke, but is there one?
I believe there is.
Okay.
Actually,
let's
see what's up there. No?
It exists. It's currently parked, Jeremy.
It's what?
Currently parked.
Oh,
so you own it, or someone owns it.
My brother.
Your brother owns it?
Yes.
What a nice fellow.
Yes.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he did. She was going to build one for me.
The one that just got married?
Yes.
The one
Then he
that
got a
looks
job
like,
and stopped helping me.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
see.
kidding.
The one that looks like David Paymer and, who did I say?
He does?
He does. He looks a little like David Paymer and somebody else mixed.
I don't remember.
It was...
Probably me.
No, somebody else. I mean, yes,
somebody famous.
you clearly look a lot alike, but yeah. But, Congratulations on your wedding.
Yes, congrats, Matt and Lauren. I love you both.
Me too.
And,
That's weird.
Yeah, no, that's it. Maybe the Uncle Jeremy Smile Hour. Oh, and I'll be in a play, actually, at the First Look Festival in August at the Open Fist Theater called Nobody Likes Jews When They're Winning by Maya Madsen. It should be very funny.
That sounds good.
Yes.
All right.
I like the title.
Me too.
It's a little treatise-y, but I like it. Yes, Father Guido Sarducci, Jews When They're Winning, Jeremy Guskin. That's all I got.
All right. Everybody, thank you for listening. And all right. I just choked on my own words.
Do that.
All right. Have a good thing. Do you want to say it too, Jeremy?
Yeah, choke on your words.
No, have a good thing.
Have a good thing.
Choke on your words.
I'd like to do something for you before I go. It's a song, and I'm going to do it a cappella. That means with my hat on. And it's a medley of Beatle tunes. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy doing it to you. Medley of Beatle tunes. We don't want a revolution, no. We all want to change the world.
Comedy on Vinyl is a production of Stolen Dress Entertainment. It is produced by Mike Warden and is hosted and edited by Jason Klamm. Visit stolendress.com to listen to our other podcasts, read our blogs, read our tweets, watch our videos, and read our books. Please subscribe on iTunes, rate us highly, and write your reviews. You can follow us on facebook.com/comedyonvinyl and Twitter @comedyonvinyl.
Do you promise not to tell Eleanor Rigby used to be mad at my school? The teachers that taught me weren't Desmond, Vera, Chuck, and I am you, and you are me, and we are all together in a yellow submarine. Well, I just had to laugh. I saw Lucy in the sky with Michelle Mabel alone on the hill, picking the rice from the church where the wedding has been a hard day's night. Suddenly, I want to hold your help. I want to hold your, I need somebody. I want to hold your hand. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.